our digital TV. Now we are supposed to have a digital TV.
Yes, we do.
Digital TV.
Oh, digital. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook.
So that you can have one on YouTube. So far.
Oh.
You can have your own.
Okay. Okay. Of August 2022, the High Court sitting in Nairobi rendered a decision in High Court Constitutional Petition number E306 of 2022. The petition was filed by Kenya Human Rights Commission and 6 others against the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. The subject of litigation was a letter dated 10th June 2022, responding to concerns by Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party regarding, among others, the use of the register of voters at the polling station on polling day. In its judgment, the Honorable Court made the following declaration, among others, that the decision of the first and second respondents, that's the Commission, signified by a letter dated 10th June 2022 stating that the first respondent shall not use the manual register of voters in the general election of Tuesday 9th 2022 is unconstitutional and that the said decision is hereby quashed. B, that the first and second respondents shall in the conduct of the general election apply the provisions of Regulation 69 of the Elections General Regulations 2012. It's worth noting that the Court of Appeal, in its judgment dated 4th August 2017, recorded a consent between NASA and the IEBC introducing a memorandum of the Commission CEO dated 27th July 2017 that was adopted and incorporated into the judgment. The Court of Appeal then held that 1, biometric verification of a voter is the primary mode of identifying voters at the polling station. 2, where a voter cannot be identified using biometrics, the presiding officer shall use a complementary mechanism of alphanumeric search in the presence of agents, and the voter shall fill Form 32A before being issued with 6 ballot papers. 3, the presiding officer will resort to the use of the printed register of voters after approval from the Commission upon confirmation that the KIMS kit has completely failed and that there is no possibility of repair or replacement. And 4, the contents of the said memo dated 27th July 2017 shall be adhered to by all concerned persons in application of Regulation 69 and 83 of the Election General Regulations 2012. Guided by the Court of Appeal judgment of 4th August 2017, the Commission resolved to use the printed register of voters only in instances where the KIMS kits completely fail and that there is no possibility of repair or replacement. On Wednesday, 29th June 2022, the Commission held a consultative meeting with presidential candidates at the Windsor Hotel, where we deliberated on a raft of issues, including the deployment of the register of voters at the polling stations. During the meeting, the Commission explained the inherent risks associated with the use of printed register of voters by way of crossing out names of voters after identification using the KIMS kit. The Commission, in compliance with the said decision of the High Court in Constitutional Petition number E306 of 2022, shall now deploy the printed register of voters at the polling station where names of voters shall be crossed out after identification of voters using the KIMS kit. The Commission commits to adhere to the rule of law and will facilitate the realization of political rights of Kenyans as encapsulated in Article 38 of the Constitution in order to deliver a free, fair, and credible general election. That's the statement from the Commission dated 5th August 2022. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, you may field them, and the commissioners will assist in answering them. If there are no questions, thank you very much. We are running into another stakeholder meeting. Yes.
My name is Olale from Citizen. My name is Olale from Citizen TV. Thank you for that update, Chairman and the IBC commissioners. Still, we now the home stretch. Barely 72 hours to the August 9th general election. Despite the commission having come out clear, to exude confidence among voters and Kenyans that despite the anomalies that were actually highlighted by the KMPG reports, that those are things of the past, but still there are Kenyans out there, there are voters out there still having concerns in regards to the credibility of this coming election. What does the Commission have to say in regards to the KPMG reports? That is one. Number two, the official campaign season is ending tomorrow. As a Commission, are you satisfied with the manner of which the political class who are stakeholders in this particular process have conducted themselves? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We deal with that. Another? Yes.
Who's next?
All right.
Thank you, Chairman. I think we were a bit concerned about that issue of the decision of the court, but what we'd like to know is that register that will be at the polling stations. Is it the one that has the identity cards, or is it a truncated register that is already at the doors of the polling stations for the next 7 days? Thank you.
Okay. We can deal with that. Marjan, I would like you to deal with the issue of the KPMG report. The issue about the register, we have the register and the KIMS kit. It's the same register that has been printed out and it will be available in the polling station. That register, which will be used for polling, has all the details, the photo, the ID number, full details of the voter, excluding the biometric. Only the biometrics are missing. The rest are all the details as per the KIMS kit. The register which is pasted on the door is redacted. It doesn't have the full details of the ID number. So that's the one pasted on the door does not have ID numbers in full. It's redacted. But the one for polling has all the details. And that's the difference. So there are two levels. It will be crossed out at the same time as the verification by biometrics. And it will also be used as complementary if all the KIMS kits failed. So it has two levels of usage as per the judgments of the Court of Appeal and the High Court. Official campaign period, yes, ends tomorrow. And I must say that so far the parties have lived and candidates have lived with the expectations of the Code of Conduct, except a few incidents where we received reports and we forwarded the complaints to the DPP. I believe the DPP is dealing with those cases where there were a few isolated incidents. But generally, I want to thank the candidates and the political parties for conducting themselves in a manner as expected, pursuant to the code of conduct. Marjan.
Thank you very much. The issue of KPMG audit report, as indicated before, were addressed by the Commission. Majority of the issues were basically related to ensuring that the access rights are actually commensurate with the roles of the users, and these were basically done. Similarly, also, we had another audit, independent audit, technology audit, and the assurance we were given is that our systems are actually good, they are secured. So there is no cause for alarm. The system we are going to the election is basically the identification systems and the results transmission systems, and these systems are very, very highly secured, and therefore there is no cause for alarm. Thank you very much.
Chazima from NGV. The Director of Public Prosecutions has written to the EFCC over calling for investigations into some officers in Garissa and Wajir County over what he terms as illegal transfer of voters, and illegal registration and transfer of voters in the polling stations there. How will you respond to that? Are you aware of it, and how are you going to deal with it?
Yes, I think let me get back to the KPMG report. And this is an issue which we referred to when we came here in this very ground and we unveiled the KPMG report. The Commission informed the country then that there were cases of transfers, unauthorized transfers, and it involved some of our staff, 5 of them. Our internal mechanisms then went into investigation and gave us a report which identified those officers, and we forwarded that report to the DPP. I believe based on that report we forwarded the DPP, that's why he has then initiated investigations through the EACC. So yes, we are aware of it. The report was generated from the Commission, and those officers have since been suspended from duty, and we believe then that the DPP and the team will be able to get to the bottom of the matter. Of course, the Commission shall be able to cooperate and give all the information required to the investigative agencies. Yeah, thank you.
Question. I'm Kakina from K24. In our briefing yesterday with Commissioners Justice and Irene, it emerged that some ballot papers had not yet arrived in the country due to the delays in the court rulings. My question is clarification, have they arrived? And if yes, will you still meet the deadline which you had given us of 6th as the last day in which that material will be at their respective constituencies?
Okay. Yeah, they are here, the 2 commissioners. So
we told you we are working commission. So in the terms of the update of the ballot papers, so far we have received 4,443 pallets, and we have distributed 3,141. And the distribution is as follows. For President, we have distributed 164 pallets. For Governor, 585 pallets. For Senator, 514 pallets. Women Rep, 555 pallets. Members of Parliament, 593. MCAs, 730. And the distribution continues, and we will receive the last 18 pallets tomorrow morning, And those are the ballots where we had cases, particularly for MCAs, that had not been resolved. They will be received and be distributed. Our target is by Sunday, all the ballot papers will be in their respective constituencies. And we are on schedule, we are on course. Everything will be there on time. We have also received the Form 34Bs. They have been printed and they have been received. They will also be distributed together with the other materials.
All right. Thank you.
Final question.
Can we have the last one?
Yes.
So, last one.
My name is David Mudoka from KTN. I have two questions. The first one being with regards to your press statement where you say that you are going to use the manual register. Your earlier stand a few months ago was that the reason why that the Commission is not going to use the manual register is it's going to be prone to some electoral malpractices, such as where voters can vote twice. In other cases where voters who don't turn up, some agents and some IEBC officials maybe can collude to vote on their behalf. Now, evidently, the manual register is back. How are you going to mitigate the very electoral malpractices you intended to omit by having the manual register now back? And then secondly, with regards to ballot boxes and their distribution, how is it so far? What is its status?
Ballot boxes?
Yes.
Ballot boxes are all in the field. One day you have another issue about ballot boxes. Is the chairperson.
Let me repeat myself. We have said that all materials, ballot boxes, booths, and all those other materials, non-legislative materials, we started distributing them about 3 weeks ago, about a month ago. And we are having everything, including ballot boxes, in place by Sunday.
Yeah, I think, Commissioner, what people want assurance is not the number of pallets. They want to know, we have 22,000 or so registered voters, which means it's 22 million. So 22 million times 6, so many number of ballot papers. How many are already on the ground, and are all ballot papers in the country as we speak, or do we have some arriving? So that we are sure that people want to know that all ballot papers are in place and there is no chance of delay should the ballots not arrive. That's that we want to know they're in the country and distributed.
I have said, when I talk about the pallets carry ballot papers and ballot boxes. And I have just said all the ballot papers are here as of now, except 18 pallets for the areas where there were issues regarding petition that were filed. And those ones will also arriving tomorrow morning, and they will be distributed together with the remaining materials by Sunday. I'm promising Kenyans and everybody to be ready to vote. Materials will be on site and on time. Thank you.
So the issue about the register. I think we have been very consistent in our messaging, and we say that informed by the 2017 elections, we saw the inherent risks associated with the use of the printed register. Remember, the Commission must follow the Constitution and the laws of the land, and include that the aspect of the court decisions are part of the laws of the land, which we must follow. And we cannot be that commission then that we don't make our own law. In fact, part of the reforms we sent to the Parliament was around amendment of these provisions regarding the use of the printed register, and we all know that it didn't see the light of the day. So where we are, we must comply with the High Court judgment, we must comply with the Court of Appeal judgment, and that is what informs the press we have given this afternoon. Way forward, Kenyans will go to the polls on the 9th of August. We implore upon candidates to please have agents in polling stations to be vigilant. We have trained our officers. The training is on today and ending tomorrow, and they'll take an oath of secrecy. And there are consequences for them not to do what is required of them in giving Kenyans a free, fair, and credible election. So with those measures in place, I believe we shall go to the polls and the will of the Kenyan people will prevail. So it's about everybody complying with the law and doing the right thing. Thank you very much.
Kalam. Ama unadone.